My name is Ryan. I'm a coach for Different Breed Coaching. I've been coaching for about 7 years now, 7 or 8 years, I always mess this up. Started off strength and conditioning coaching, started off PTing, then went into strength and conditioning coaching, working primarily with rugby players, football players, boxers, and then moved back over to one-to-one PT, personal training, and now with Different Breed. It's gonna sound bad. Cheese and onion, or I know, smelly, or Pringles Texas barbecue. So the way that I originally got into coaching, played rugby from the age of 9 years old, really into it, got to a point where I knew I wasn't going to go professional. So I still wanted to kind of stay in that kind of field. So I knew that I wanted to work with athletes. So I left university, went into PTing, personal training, knowing that I wanted to go into strength and conditioning. So then was lucky enough to get hired as a strength and conditioning coach, which was great. So doing that, working with athletes, which I absolutely love. I think there's a certain type of person who wants to train, wants to be better, wants to push themselves, and been in love with coaching ever since. So one moment that I could think of specifically when I had a client that kind of reached their maximum potential was when I was working with an 82-year-old, a guy who trained in the past. He used to play rugby in the past. He had a spine fused in 2 different places, and it got him training, got him moving, and he managed to deadlift, well, build up to it, it's one goal, but managed to get up to 120 kilos in a deadlift, which blew his mind and kind of changed his life, which was really inspiring. The most rewarding thing I would say about being a coach is the success stories. So watching, for example, the 81-year-old that I had deadlifting, watching him be able to achieve something that he didn't think was possible. And that goes for everything. When I'm working with ladies who are pregnant, I'm watching them kind of work through that and still be able to achieve something or become an athlete. So yeah, it's definitely seeing them reach their potential. One common myth with athleticism that I want to debunk is that you have to be born with it. I think you can become an athlete, at least to your best ability. You might not be Usain Bolt one day, but you can become an athlete to your best ability. So when I'm not coaching, I like to spend time with my family. That sounds like a really poor answer and a really basic answer, but it's all I've got time for at the moment. So I've got a 7-year-old stepson, and I've just had a 1-year-old. Well, not just had a 1-year-old, he's now 1. So yeah, very energetic boys, running around all over the place. We like to go soft play, as we said before, so we find the biggest, baddest soft play that we can every weekend and tackle it.
Right now! Right for ruin and the world ending!
And yeah, so just spending time with my family, my wife, getting outdoors, doing things with them as much as possible. So in 14, I was playing rugby up at uni, happened to tear my ACL, devastating at the time. Obviously, I thought my life was over. I was playing rugby at a good level. I pretty much was at university just to play rugby. So it was heartbreaking at the time. Luckily, I was in a really good setup. I had S&C coaches around. I had physio 4 times a week. It was a good setup. Managed to rehab from the injury, was back playing after 9.5 months, I think it was. So yeah, at the time, it was the most heartbreaking thing, but I managed to stay focused throughout that time, stick to my rehab, as boring and tedious as some of the movements was. And yeah, I'm back now training it, don't even think about it anymore. To be honest, now it's more, I would say it's stronger than my other leg, than my other knee, which is great. So I think just staying focused during that time and doing the boring, tedious stuff helps. The best way I could think of to push for a really tough workout is to learn to enjoy that tough phase of being in that workout. That's the only way I could think of. So just enjoying being in a dark place. Oh God, I've got a bad one. Oh, this is bad. This is me as well. We was training for turf games. We had just literally gone through all of the different workouts that we had planned for that turf games. The last one was, it was bike into box jumps. I'm with everybody in the team, packed out gym. We get off the bike, go straight into a box jump. and I clip the top of the box jump in front of everyone, the top of the box, and I stack it head first over the box, and the whole gym stopped and stared at me. And there's a recording of it somewhere that hopefully doesn't resurface, but yeah, that is my biggest gym fail.
How did you feel afterwards?
I'm embarrassed. I'm still to this day. It resurfaces every year when Turf Games is coming up. So so in about 2 months, that's going to resurface again.
We need that.
Oh God, oh God, I knew that was coming. The way that I personally stay motivated in my fitness journey would be setting myself different goals. So that could be a competition, that could be a lift, that can be, it usually ends up being a competition, but just having something in the future that I can train towards that's achievable. Everything sounds disgusting. I was gonna say a barbell, durable. I mean, everything's gonna sound filthy. If I could be a piece of gym equipment, I would be a barbell because I think I'm durable now. I can take a lot of weight. I can put on weight. I can lose weight. Yeah, that's it. Everyone touches. Everyone has a go. That's horrible. A gorilla? I just want him to speak. I just want him to speak. If I had a gorilla rolling around me all day long that I could just speak to, like, he doesn't need to be super, he's strong already, just be able to speak. Oh, God. Well, out of Taryn, Em, and Ree, who's my favourite? I'm not stupid because Ree is here in front of me. So my favourite is going to be Ree. Oh, God, look, now she's coming to camera.
It's me, I'm the favourite.
I'm a smart man, I'm not silly.